Good day, everyone. Today, I will explain what is instructional software for student learning. Instructional software refers to computer and mobile programs that are designed to help teachers teach and students learn more effectively. It is a type of educational application that presents lessons, activities, exercises, quizzes in digital form. We have here is our members. We have Ashley Alia Sarmiento, Angel Faith Espinosa, John Aldrich Hanoleno, Joshua Guru, and yours truly, Michaela Jid Salcedo. So, before we start our discussions, we have here is a pre-test. Please get a piece of paper and let's answer these few questions first. We have here are the learning objectives. First is define instructional software in the context of student learning. Second, identify the different categories of instructional software. And lastly, explain how instructional software supports student-centered learning. So, instructional software for student learning. We have here is instructional software. It is an example of application software. It is also a computer program designed to assist in the delivery of instructions. And the primary purpose of instructional software is to support teaching and learning. And the main purpose ng instructional software is to support teaching and improve student understanding. Instead of only listening to lectures, students can actively participate. They can answer interactive questions. They can practice their skills, explore concepts, and receive instant feedback on their answers. It also allows learners to study at their own pace, which is helpful for both fast and slow learners. In the context of student learning, instructional software allows learners to actively participate. They can practice their skills, explore concepts, and control their own learning pace. That's why we have here some common examples of instructional software, like Google Classroom, Kahoot, Quizzes, and Duolingo. So, as a college student, mostly ginagamit siya for learning. So, these tools make learning more interactive, engaging, and accessible. That's why this also helps make learning more active, personalized, and effective for students.
Tutorials are a cornerstone of an instructional software designed to act as a self-contained, digital tutor that guides a learner through a specific body of knowledge or a new skill. Unlike simple drill and practice tools, a tutorial follows a structured pedagogical path. It introduces new information, provides clear explanations, and integrates frequent checks for understanding through interactive questions. Simulation software serves as a dynamic instructional category that models real-world systems or theoretical phenomena, allowing learners to explore complex environments without the risks or costs of physical world. Unlike tutorials that dictate a linear path, simulations are open-ended and discovery-based, encouraging what-if experimentation. Drill and practice software is a category of instructional technology designed to help learners master a specific skill or memorize factual information through repetitive exercise. Unlike software meant for initial teaching, these programs assume that user has already been introduced to the concept and instead focus on moving that knowledge from short-term to long-term memory. The software typically follows a cycle of presenting a problem, capturing a student's response, and providing immediate feedback on accuracy. Educational games represent a category of instructional software that blends educational content with the win-loss mechanics and competitive elements of gaming to increase student engagement. While they often incorporate the repetitive elements of drill and practice, they distinguish themselves by embedding learning objectives within a structured environment defined by rules, challenges, and specific goals. The primary goal is to foster intrinsic motivation by providing a sense of play. These programs can lower affective filters or anxiety towards difficult subjects, making students more willing to persist through challenging tasks. Exploratory environments, often referred to as microworlds or discovery-based software, are open-ended instructional tools that encourage learners to manipulate variables and observe outcomes within a controlled digital space. Unlike drill and practice software that seeks a specific correct answer, these environments are designed for inquiry-based learning, allowing students to construct their own understanding of complex systems by testing hypotheses.
So let us now proceed to the advantages of instructional software for student learning. So number one, we have here the promotes personalized learning. Instructional software allows students or PE students to receive lessons and activities based on their individual fitness levels and abilities. So for example, may ara nga fitness app nga gahatag sang workout routines for beginners, intermediate, and advanced students. So this ensures that student improves at their own level instead of struggling to keep up or feeling unchallenged. So may ara kita nga mga apps, may ara kita nga Google Fit kag PE games nga makita naton sa aton nga App Store. Number 2, allows learners to control their own pace. So in PE, students can rewatch instructional videos on proper stretching, dance steps, or sports techniques as many times as they need. So for instance, ikaw gusto mo mag-learn sang basketball layup, pwede mo ma-replay ang demonstration hasta maintindihan mo kag ma-master ang movement. So naga-reduce ni siya sang pressure kag nagabulig sa imo mag-build sang confidence bago mo siya i-perform physically. Number 3, we have increases students' motivation and creativity. Interactive fitness games, dance tutorials, or sports simulation apps makes PE more engaging. So for example, ang mga students is naga-create sila sang ilang own choreography through music editing and movement apps. So for music editing apps, may kita nga Fit Radio and Rock My Run. So makita na siya sa Google, i-search lang natin. Tapos sa movement apps is may kita nga Move to Move kag Dance Fit Me. So gamified fitness challenges also motivate students to beat their own personal records, making exercise more enjoyable. Number 4, provides extended learning opportunities and practice. Instructional software allows students to continue practicing outside the classroom. So for example, students can use workout apps at home to track steps, monitor heart rate, or follow guided exercises. So this extends learning beyond school hours and promotes a healthy lifestyle. Number 5, addresses different learning styles. So some students learn better visually while others learns through audio or hands-on practice. Instructional software can combine videos, animations, voice instructions, and interactive tasks. So for example, ang isa ka visual learner kaya maglantaw sang demonstration of a volleyball serve, while ang auditory learner can focus on verbal cues explaining the body composition. Number 6, develops problem solving and decision making skills. Sports simulation software and strategy games can help students analyze plays and make quick decisions. So for example, may ara nga virtual basketball game nga naga-teach sang students kung saan o magtira, magpasa kag magdependa. So gina-improve nila gina-improve ni ang critical thinking or tactical thinking sang mga students nga pwede nila ma-apply in real games during PE class. Number 7, encourages active learning. So instead of just listening to a lecture about fitness, students can actively participate by interacting with software, answering quizzes about health concepts, tracking their physical activity, or following guided exercise routines. So this makes more learning engaging and participatory. Number 8, fosters metacognition skills. So instructional softwares often includes progress tracking and feedback features. So for example, a fitness tracker can show students their improvement in endurance or strength over time. This helps them reflect on their performance, identify strengths and weaknesses, and set personal fitness goals. So the last one is provide safe and realistic learning experiences. So before performing complex physical activities, students can first observe or practice through simulation. So for example, a virtual demonstration of gymnastics techniques allows students to understand proper form before attempting it physically. So this reduces the risk of injury and builds confidence.
Now that our discussion is done, we will proceed to our post-test. And I hope you learned something through our lessons.